Ground. Did I sail through it, drop my anchor down? Little chess battle. I'll talk some shit, then explain what this stream will consist of. You're joking. I'm so going to get hacked. And I'm usually so good with clearing my cache, other best practices, and data security. It's very serious right now. Change that password. Aren't you quick with the trigger? So am I. Enemy. Okay. I've been playing d4 there, but probably not a great move. Sure. I got that protected in many ways. I'm not afraid of it. Joke's on you. Still fine, still fine, still fine. Kick. Lots of kicks. Take a +1 advantage and shove it. I need to be a little cleaner with this. No one's going to watch me. At least kids won't. They won't be allowed to. But we're going to take our +1 advantage. We're going to do nice things with it. It's a useless check, isn't it? I think so. Sure. Yeah, you want to do that? I wouldn't blame you for it. I want you to leave my party. Good move. Lose the chess battle, Mr. Enemy. Nice try. Being more talented is fun. I'd say you should try it sometime, but that's not how life works. What a great segue into my rant. This is going to be good. I was at Carson's Sports Bar and Karaoke several months ago. I was dancing with a girl I was interested in, very pretty. We just sang a duet. If you're wondering, that's how I meet any women I talk to. If it's not at a dog park, it's karaoke. That's the only place I go. And she was rushing me. What do you do for a living? I said, I'm going to be a singing, dancing, mental health advocating, aspiring chess grandmaster on YouTube. She's like, oh, you're going to be a YouTuber. I'm like, yeah, I guess. I don't make the rules, ma'am. It's like, oh, so like if you met my parents, you would tell them that you're going to be a YouTuber and that's how you're going to provide for me? I'm like, didn't know we were getting commitment serious yet, but would you prefer me tell them I work for Intel and I just got caught up in the mass layoffs? Didn't say that, of course, but yeah, that dance was pretty much over because I was done with it. I was done with it. Because what I didn't tell her is, no, I don't really want to be a YouTuber, ma'am. I want to be a chess player. And if you think I'm mentally ill for saying I don't want to work a corporate job right now with the way the world is, I'd rather take my chances on the internet. Well, you're definitely going to think I'm insane when I tell you I want to become a professional chess player after not playing any chess or knowing how the pieces move until almost my 26th birthday. I went, did another duet, with a much less attractive but much less annoying member of the female species, left alone, happy. Now, the way I just described my future plans is extremely logical. It's calculated risk. It's not gambling. And anyone with a brain should say, how interesting. If, on the flip side, I said, I'm going to be the best fucking chess player to ever exist on planet Earth. Magnus Carlsen will lose to me every single time if that pansy has the nerve to step near a chessboard with me. Magnus Carlsen is the greatest chess player ever. He's active right now. Pretty much in his prime, maybe a little bit past. Now, that's a manic thing to do and say. But I am going to get more than good enough, which is a national master for me. That's not going to be easy. It's possible, though, especially if I get a chance to train full time. National master. Because that would be more than sufficient to prove my points about the human brain and the adaptability of the adult brain. That's not manic. That is, the world is weird. I worked in tech. AI is replacing a lot of my peers in tech. I'm young. I don't have mouths to feed besides my dog. And there's a lot of upside in the world of virtual entertainment. Now, a lot of the reason I want to become a chess player, or at least good enough to prove points about the adult brain. I worked in an environment which was not all good and it was not all bad. I learned a lot. Had the world stayed normal, all my training would have been super relevant, and it still kind of is. But some, even in that world, that are very intelligent and very good at business, very smart with numbers, people, they don't differentiate between, in the chess example, a grandmaster and a master. In tech, I never said in my time at Walmart Corporate, and I got fucked in a big way, had I not been an American citizen, I might have got promoted again. I worked my ass off. I did what I thought I was supposed to do. And I figured after COVID, I would probably end up transferring to operations or somewhere that's more of a fit for my background and skill set anyway. But at that time, the job I was given was Quality Engineer 3, which was mostly to review code and automate test scripts. Ran a few small projects here and there. So I did it well. That way I would learn a lot about tech. If I did go to operations, which again, I figured I would end up there with Walmart anyway, I would have a lot of advantages working deep in tech. I'm going to get the most out of it. Do the job I'm given right now to the best of my ability. That's all I can control. But apparently there's this thing called an H-1B visa. And long story short, some corporations abuse the shit out of that visa to displace American workers in tech. I assume technical experts, which is the highest ranking technical person at a company that is not a manager, and the lowest level developer are probably on the same H-1B visa. But there's a huge difference in a technical expert, which I knew was a level 7, and a level 2 developer, which I was a level 3 when I was chased out the door. Technical experts, one of the best in the world. From India, at Walmart, they were all from India. There should be some from America, but they were the best. There's no debating. There's not many Americans that could hang with those technical experts, or even some of the quality engineers. But the lowest level of functional developer is literally not even writing code. They're mostly doing configurations that can be Googled. It's standard SAP. And you're telling me that Americans can't learn to Google and then type. Now you understand, hopefully, why I like chess and want to pursue chess. Because I never said I'm going to be the technical expert. I do understand how systems talk. Go present to possibly highest ranking leadership about why this will work, why this will not. You're an architect, you're a developer, you're our functional person. You're a basis, which is how the systems communicate. You are security. You have to understand enough about everything and then if something happens, you need to be able to jump in and get in the weeds. That's a technical expert. It's a very, very talented, valuable person to a company. Developers are mostly replaceable. And I said, for now, I could be a developer, or even easier, a functional person. And I wasn't eligible to transfer or do anything else but that. From a cost perspective, I understand business is business. Capitalism is capitalism. I don't hate it. you don't want American workers staying at a low level in tech forever, because you can offshore those jobs or bring in workers to do that. It can get illegal, but that's life. It's not perfect. It's not fair. Still, after giving a lot of Uber rides and really having time to reflect back, if a foreign worker can come live here, make a great salary, live much more comfortably and in a better house and area than almost every veteran does, much better insurance than veterans get. Everything's better in corporate. If an H-1B worker can do that forever, and they absolutely can, they are allowed to stay at a low level forever. An American worker, assuming he or she is not lazy and learns the work, should also be able to stay there, not promote forever, without being chased out the door, without people trying to pretend like Americans can't learn so they can offshore more jobs. Nope, our soldiers die. I should have been able to sit in that level 3 so long as I'm not causing problems for eternity. Now, of course, I don't get the pay raises. I don't get as much travel opportunities. I don't get as good of benefits, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I also don't get the responsibility, which is why when a case like mine happens, the people who have climbed, have done the work, but also have accepted the responsibility, they have to be accountable. And my more long-term goals with chess, I'm going to become a master. Then I'm going to travel the world in search of adult subjects. Mostly that will mean searching for highly autistic people in prisons that are 20-ish years old or a little older, probably 25, whatever the age the male or female brain is fully developed. I don't really know the exact number on each. I know it's different. And I will get a group, ideally equally male and female, and I will turn them into fucking chess monsters. I'm serious. And then once I'm done doing that, creating a bunch of, I could take someone who's 25 and didn't have lockdown, where I wasted 2 of my years in chess. I didn't have any formal training. I knew what I was doing. I was playing online. I could turn them into international masters, some of them, depending on the talent. Move their asses to St. Louis. They will go to every lecture at the St. Louis Chess Club. Bunch of ex-convicts. Yeah, I'm so serious about this. Now, if they fuck up and they hit somebody, which I'm a big fan of prisoners, I guess that'd be a problem. But they'll be clean. Don't you worry. Get a few international masters out of that batch. And then I will retire with a giant middle finger to the corporate world and anyone who believes we are stuck with the brains we were given. Oh, man, I feel better. And many people are con men on the internet. Depending on the definition of a con man, when I see people like Andrew Tate, for example, I don't hate Andrew Tate or his ideas. I will say if I had a daughter, I would want her to stay away from Andrew Tate. I don't think he probably respects women. And I don't think women are equal to men. I'm not saying they're better or worse. I think it depends on certain things. But I don't want women to be demeaned. And when I see people like that, who I don't mean Andrew Tate's a bad person, make a killing on social media, I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Judge me. Judge me. I don't have a referral. I had to sell my house. I'm done with being decent. Fuck it all. But aside from wanting to make some money for myself and not be completely controlled, I want to prove points about the adult brain. I don't like or dislike chess. Chess is just the most objective game and way for me to prove my very important points. Okay. I'm going to eat my sandwich now. While we watch Mr. Hikaru Nakamura give some harsh truths about the adult brain. Hot, hot, hot. I don't even watch Botez Live anymore. It still pops up. I'm a fan of Botez Live, but I don't watch it. That's a channel we should all follow. That's a good channel. And Botez Live. This is just more my level. She's a more emotionally stable, slightly less enthusiastic version of me that you could probably learn a little more from, because she strictly does chess. Very good channel, Belisa Chess. I highly recommend. Okay. My playlist. Where's my playlist at, man? GM Box, a good dude. Big fan there, too. No, I don't. I mean, I want that playlist. I don't necessarily Look at that right now. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's the.
Need life insurance?
No, I don't need life insurance. It's a scam. Yeah, this one hurts my feelings. Mainly because T1 gets all the adult chess attention.
Yeah, I mean, 97 was the worst move in the position other than hanging it.
Yeah. Let's listen to this while I eat my sandwich, and then I'm going to wreck some people in speed chess.
Oh, my God. This is why I can't watch these games. That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's why I can't watch these games. Spectate Tyler 1. Is Tyler 1 playing chess still? Is he that insane? I hope he's not. I hope he's not that insane. Is he still playing?
No,
I hope he's...
Mr. Nakamura. He's not that insane. For I am the psychopath you're in search of, and I look forward to meeting you one day. Nova, damn it. Come on, Nova. Go move Dad a hug. Dad a hugsy. Come here, Novies. Let's go. Get Dad a hug. Say hi to the camera. Yeah, I bet we'll get a few viewers in a little bit. They're probably not working shit. We usually get like 5. We'll get some more, and then they'll come see your face, okay? Yeah, you're so sweet and beautiful. Great job. Listen, Nova. I know. Love you. Gotta get you by a Cheeto. Great job.
He's not actually. Like, jokes aside, he's playing. Oh God. Okay, fine. You know what? Let's find him. What's his name? It's like Big Tonka or something weird. It's like Big Tonka, right?
His name is at best the number 2 talent in the hashtag late blooming.
Wait, what is it? It's
Mr. Nakamura. That's what his name is.
Big Tonka T.
Not quite as good as me. That's his name.
Okay, let's watch Tyler for a bit.
Not that close, really.
I'm gonna be honest though, like this is just tough love, but I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like Tyler 1, I mean, he needs to get back to League of Legends. Like he has hit that hard wall, and he continues to play. Like I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. Like maybe he just likes being a masochist, but like his improvement he's basically hit the wall, the wall that I've referred to a million times, where like you just stop improving at a certain point.
It's gonna be around 2,500 for me.
Let me mute the other tab so we don't hear stuff. Mute tab.
Grandmaster.
Mute all the game tabs. Okay. Notry went from 200 to 400, 1,400. I've spoken about it before. I don't know what I mean, I'm sure there's some scientific reason besides just saying neuroplasticity or whatever for, when you say neuroplasticity or whatever is a general thing, like I know that's the technical way of putting it, but I feel like there should be a better scientific explanation than just like neuroplasticity. Because it's like, it doesn't matter who you are. When you start at a certain point as an adult, like you cannot get past a certain level. It's impossible. And I don't know what the actual reason is. Rook C8, very bad move. Now Black will walk the king up. But again, the level they're at, you never know. But King A4 and B3 doesn't seem super difficult. Thinking of Mr. Sneckle for the 8 months. Yeah, if he doesn't check here, he's just losing the game. Like now, will he go King B3? And then King C3 and B3 and Rook B4 and build the bridge? At this level, I don't think it's guaranteed. The problem for Tyler here is that this queen side is so stable, king side is so stable that you know that you're just pushing P. Okay, first blunder. Hafu was the best improver, yes. I would agree. I think Hafu for someone who put in that much time, and her rating was also in the same range though, right? Wasn't Hafu also like 1,500, 1,600-ish? And she went all in for like 2 months as well, I think. Yeah, of course, Rook F6 is an obvious move because like it's a free pawn. Like you're probably not even seeing Rook F1 and calculating the pawn push most likely here. This game could go either way though. And you asked me, why do I know that this is Tyler's level? The reason that I know that is because he's been stuck in this range between like 1,300 and 1,500 for the last like 2 weeks now.
Tyler got to 1960.
And I don't know, again, when I say these things, like it's not to be mean, it's just based off of literally my entire life in chess and seeing these things. Okay, so this should be a draw, I would guess.
The internet is variable though. Not that he didn't come up when there was.
But if anybody can win, it's probably only white because
H5 is so available.
Magus did win. Actually, sorry, Sardosh.
In the past, well, okay, so let's look at it this way. And I don't disagree with most of what he says on this video, by the way. Look at it this way. At best, whether an adult can become a grandmaster, which I would not become a grandmaster. Whether it's possible, though, for an adult to start in adulthood and become a grandmaster? It's completely unknown. It's absolutely impossible to know. Because anyone who has tried in the past, which I don't know of a notable study on the adult brain. I know of the Polgar sisters, but I don't know of an equivalent experiment with the adult brain, in large part because there's not much money in chess. So how are you going to find someone who wants to do that and or incentivize them to spend the same or even half the amount of time someone like Hikaru Nakamura, who's arguably the number 2 player in the world? How are you going to get an adult to spend that kind of time on chess to make it an equal experiment? You're not, unless you let me do it. And also, even Magnus Carlsen has talked about how, like, there's 5 world-class Indian players right now, and only one, I believe, which is Arjun Erigaisi. I think he's over 21 years old. I think the others are all under 20 even, maybe. Maybe Vidic 21, I don't know. But the other 4 might all be under 20. Under 21 at least. Anyway, Magnus was saying how, they came up with the internet and knowing how to use it. And it's way more advanced than when Magnus was a kid, than Hikaru was a kid. But I think Hikaru is a little older than Magnus, like a year or 2. So now that the internet is so advanced, I'm not saying that's the new variable. I am saying most information is accessible for free now. So in the past, you got to have an adult that wants to play, has the time, ideally has some relevant business experience or something to chess. Like, I think a systems engineer would be the best example of some parallels to chess, because it's a bunch of glorified if-then-else statements. That's all systems are. It's if-then-else, a million different fucking ways. It's not hard. But it does prepare your brain to think in that manner, which you could argue chess, even at Hikaru's level. It's just a much more complicated version of if-then-else statements. If I do this, then my opponent does that. Then I mean, that's all it is. If my opponent does this, then I do this. If he doesn't do that, so else I go here. That's exactly what chess is. It's just much harder than that. So to find someone that, let's say you take the best systems engineer in America, do they really want to spend 8 hours a day playing chess, go hungry, instead of making a couple $100K at their company? Of course not. But if we took every single one of the top, let's say 500 system engineers who didn't play chess as a kid in America, and you let Hikaru Nakamura personally train every single one of them, if somehow we could do that, you're telling me one of those couldn't at least become a master within 5 years, 10 years? It's absurd. It's absolutely possible. And even more so, yeah, it wouldn't be as good to teach myself as if I did have a coach, which I don't know if Hikaru's a great coach or not. He probably has never tried to coach. Why would you if you play that well? But the best coach, it's going to be better than just me teaching myself. But there's so much more information available online. Like, a little girl in the ghetto could now become a chess prodigy. And if the Polgar sisters, some people with some money and influence, heard of her, they could then bring her in and give her an opportunity to train and become a grandmaster. That never happened before. In the past, I'm assuming your parents had to have some money to get you classes, take you to tournaments. In America, there's not a tournament down the road all the time like there might be in Russia. And just that information on the internet at your school's library is not that much worse than at least the book material at the St. Louis Chess Club, which is the best chess in America, if not the world. Now, of course, the lectures at the St. Louis Chess Club and the instructors and everything are top-notch. You're not going to get that in the classroom elsewhere. But still, just that information can be enough to find out if the person has any promise in chess or not. And Mr. Nakamura, Magnus, that generation, which is slightly older than mine, they did not have the internet that developed yet while they were starting. So my point is, it would be much easier to get people to try. And if enough people tried as adults, I think we'd be amazed at how many shattered 2,000. I crossed 2,000. And I played so half-assed. I played overnight while I was doing blackjack, in between my shifts, not focused, just in between Ubers. There's many on chess.com. I'm sure they're fair play team. If they looked at my account, they'd be like, how does this guy play at a 2,000 level? Then he plays like a 1,200 level. Well, because I'm an addict, and a chess addict. I'm not a drug addict. And I'll start a game, and then I'll get a ride, and I have to stop my game, or I have to rush my game. And if I'm in a situation like you're about to see, I will play closer to a 2,000 level because I'm in my booth. My phone's off. No one's going to distract me. There's a lot of variables. So I could get a lot better than I am, and I'm already a 2,000 level player if I just got an opportunity to do it full time. Because I literally have played almost all my games, either in between Ubers, overnight dealing blackjack, somewhere I'm not even trying.
Sardosh, I thought already was playing chess though.
Sardosh. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm worth it. Worth it like that. Yeah, it's worth it. Worth it like that. Worth it like that.
So don't let that chip spoil your trip.
Is that a chip?
That happens a lot.
Does it?
Tyler's improvement, I would say it's not super shocking to me objectively, for a couple of reasons.
1400
First of all, he's like spending 12 hours a day, whereas most people can only spend like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, and I was not.
And then
sure what
secondarily, so he's getting like
okay.
4x the hours. But then secondly,
I don't know if the official has been
I
like
would say
5,
that getting
unless
to
you're
like
starting
1,400, that's about 1,000 over the board. That's not super out of this world
No,
high.
it's
It
absolutely
isn't.
no.
Now, I know, of course, there are a
Watch
lot
it.
of people who struggle
I
at
didn't
these
mean
levels
that.
to be completely fair. Like, I'm not
Watch
going to
it.
try and pretend. Very good chance that Tyler wins this because there's a very good chance we get a Queen G6 check here. Very, very good chance. Miles Edwards right for the resub, but I've said before, like in chess, there's really only one thing you need to get to a certain level. All you need are tactics. Like, and let's just use like actual over the board ratings. I would say like over the board ratings, like 1,000 is not insane if you have good tactics. Like
1,600 is not insane if you have only tactics. Hikaru's going to use the number 1,800, and I think this is in part because he's so far removed from lower levels. 2,100 online. No opening theory. Just understand the principles and try and fail to control center, get your king to safety, and activate your minor pieces. Don't Google it. Don't know the Sicilian, Roy Lopez, King's Indian, Nimzo Indy. Don't know anything at all besides you. Let's say you're a 3,000 level puzzle solver, which is almost what I am. You could absolutely play at a 2,100 level with absolute garbage in-game technique and no opening theory. 2,100 online, probably 1,600 over the board. I'm about a 1,500 level player over the board.
Like it's not hard to go from 0 to 1,000. Not hard at all. Stuck for 2 weeks, yeah, but it starts to trend. Actually, it's been more than 2 weeks probably. Oh, Queen G6. I told you guys. I knew he was going to walk into this. Yeah, I knew his 96 percentile is just a misnomer, you guys.
Yeah.
When we talk about 96 percentile, that's because there's so many new accounts created on chess.com which have a 400 rating and don't go anywhere. Like,
Though I have noticed, I had a question about that. Maybe he's going to answer it. Because I have noticed, like, let's look at this here. So I played tired. My rapid rating's back down a little bit. I've won my last 5, which is just proof I'm so much better than 2,000. I don't even have challenges in 1,900s anymore. But like I'll look at my rating, it'll be like 57,000, and then I'll look back and it'll be like 60,000. So I am curious, like, how does that happen? Like, how does you think if my global rating changed because I had new accounts, it would be like maybe a little bit, but sometimes it'll fluctuate a lot, either direction. So I'm wondering, like, when, because they have to close accounts if they're inactive, or at least not count them in the ratings. For example, who was it? There was some professional streamer that doesn't play much online anymore. And they weren't counted in the ratings. Who was it? But when you looked at their ratings, it was just like a dash. So that meant I assumed that even though they were like higher rated, they hadn't played in over a year. It was one of the. I think it was one of the big streamers at a certain time control. Like she played a lot of Blitz or something, but hadn't played a lot of Rapid lately. So it looked like I didn't count her, even though she still had a rating. Yeah, that was what it was. Yeah. So one example why I think, well, I thought my 2,000 was more impressive than it probably is. So yeah, Miss Botez is 2319 Rapid. I can't believe she's that low. I would have to think that just based on her over the board of what I know and her rating and watching her play, I would think she's probably closer to 2,400 online. Could be wrong, but 2319. but like that's bleeped out. She doesn't have a percentage and all that anymore because her last battle was all getting close to a year ago. And also she's playing subs. Like she's a streamer. She's not a player. Well, I don't mean that mean. It's just the truth. So like I'm assuming it doesn't count her because she hasn't played that much lately. Now, if it counted all the people who were not active, which is, you know, like my dad, I created an account for him. He doesn't play. He'll play when he's retired. So I didn't think it counted him because like Ms. Botes, my dad hasn't played in whatever that threshold is. So I actually need to know if in the ratings.
Like it's a huge misnomer. When you say it's like 96th percentile, that's not the 96th percentile. It isn't. If you look at the active accounts, it maybe is like, I would guess, it's hard though, because on chess.com, there's so many accounts created at 400 that it probably is like 90th percentile, even though in over the board, it's not. Like over the board, I would say that essentially 1,000, which is the level Tyler's at, is like 1,400 is 1,000. 1,400 is 1,000 over the board. There's a 400-point rating differential. Over the board, I would say that 1,000 is probably, I'm guessing 85th percentile.
What did you just say? 1,000 over the board is 80th percentile? Maybe. I think I'm like well over 80th percentile, and I'm like, I think my rating dropped after my last tournament. I'm in the low to mid 1400s. So I don't know. I don't actually know about that.
Wait, why am I not? Let me click follow.
Though I promote my online.
Oh, there we go.
And compare it to others, I definitely.
What is Magnus's wall? I mean, his wall is like 2850 or 2880 or whatever it is. That's.
I even believe very strongly.
What is this? He's actually, he's playing
an over the board rating. An online rating is even more inflated.
Obviously, not a great opening choice.
And Hikaru is like even those who.
But it proves one key point, as I've said before, which is in chess, the only thing that matters
online
is
inflated.
tactics up to
I
a
think it's
certain
way
point.
more
Like
inflated than them.
the opening doesn't mean anything. You can literally play A6, B6 if you know the basic development. And you have good tactics. It doesn't matter until probably I would like say 1,800 online. That's what I would say. I think you can probably get to about 1,800 online playing bad openings if you have good tactics. Maybe higher.
In St. Louis, and they kick the shit out of me. I don't lose in 1900s online unless I'm distracted. I really don't. They're not even the same. Online and over the board, not even the same.
Introducing KFC's new original recipe tenders and comeback sauce. The feast is on.
Even frankly, but I would say the opening doesn't matter up to a point.
Carter said 1,800.
It just doesn't matter. Why aren't PD and chess.com ratings the same? Because chess.com is online and chess.com has different. I think they use a different rating system. There are more players, etc., etc. Again, like white is much better here, but the thing is, it's a closed position, so like the game can go in any direction here.
That's true. That's why I play close position.
How much time did it take you to get to this level? This is like 1,000. This is basically like 1,000 over the board. I was there within 6 months, but I had a break. Like I started, I was like 700. I had a 6 month break, and then I went straight.
I would rather play a 1,400 online player than some 900s over the board in St. Louis. Now that's different because a 900 in St. Louis might actually be a kid taking lessons with, like Ben, that guy that we saw on YouTube pop up. Like Ben is not as good as Hikaru by any means, but Ben is at his peak. He was like top 60 or something in the world, almost 2,700 level player. Very, very elite grandmaster, very good. So, like, let's say that a 9-year-old who doesn't know chess but is very smart and has rich parents starts taking some lessons with Ben. I play him 1 week when he's learning. I beat him badly, beat him in, let's say, like 10 moves. Then he goes and takes lessons with the grandmaster. If nothing else, that kid might have learned some tricks in the open to at least get an advantage. And suddenly that 900 level player, even though he still might be a 900 level player, his tactics aren't good, doesn't know end game stuff, Ben might have taught him some opening theory and a little bit of middle game stuff. And that 900 might just play ball with me, even though I'm 1,400 or 1,500. Online, that doesn't happen. A 1,400 is about a 1,400 every time. They all have different strengths and weaknesses. They're probably not trained at all. So a 900 over the board getting training is much scarier than a 1,400 online, in my opinion.
Yeah. So, but even that is a bad example because like it's a bad example also because like when I got really into chess as a kid, I was spending maybe 3-4 hours when I was really little, like 3-4 hours. And so the thing is like it looks really it makes it like that's 3-4 hours whereas Tyler's spending 12 hours. So he's putting in 3x the hours. So it's
It's
the
a little
hours
more.
that actually matter more than the
Hikaru's
actual
actually
pure
great to listen
days.
to.
The hours per day that matter the most.
I think there's a lot of top players that actually are good to listen to if you're starting out. But Hikaru's points are valid. He doesn't intend to hurt feelings. He wouldn't hurt anyone's feelings besides me. But I prefer to be told the truth than lied to. So he's actually absolutely right. Hikaru will say later that eventually, or maybe it was Anna Cramley. Anna Cramley has covered Tyler one a little bit because he flattered her with her BS cow opening. It's a joke. And actually, I think the cow is actually very smart to play until like maybe 1800 or probably more like 1600 or 1700, because you're forcing the opponent to play chess. That's why like the cow opening's a terrible opening, but it's funny as hell because it totally works. It's totally a good way to play actually at the lower levels of online chess. So watch this. I don't know if I have any viewers yet. I had one. Okay. This is funny. And Anna is, of course, I interviewed her parents, who are pretty solid grandmasters. And Magnus. And of course, they're all like, "No, why would you? Don't do that." And she knows that you shouldn't do that. By the way, she's being funny. You're a smart woman. It's an opening. They're going to call it an opening system. Okay. Okay. So. Okay, so you play, what is it? Okay, so then you play something. I think that you just like bring your knights in like this. Pretty sure you just do this. You basically don't fight for space in the center. I'm pretty sure you more or less do this. Like you completely ignore two of the three opening principles, but you do nail the most important, which is get your king to safety. It really works, because you're going to force an opponent who below 1600 doesn't really know how to play chess well, or attack at least. They're going to push their pawns. They're going to attack you because you're not attacking them. And through that, actually, it's brilliant, because the battlefield then gets clear. The opponent has already committed a lot of pawns, which is, in my opinion, the most obvious weakness at the lower levels of chess, and the best way to explain how a good player would beat a low-end amateur. His pawns can't move backwards. So with Tyler 1's cow opening, which I think is why he quit, is you're going to beat a lot of people because they're going to push everything and you're going to react to it. And if you're pretty smart, which I think Tyler 1 is very smart, all you have to do is pick apart their pretty obvious weaknesses they created with their pawns. Whereas if you play something that's legitimate, but you don't know how to play chess in the middle game, I mean, you could actually run into some. You could not give the opponent options. So with something like, very Ruy Lopez, whatever, like the pawns are going to be, it's going to be a more even position. But the opponent's going to have to think of ideas and play more balanced. Whereas even if all of Black's pawns were somehow in my territory, and like in the cow, there's nothing developed, you probably made some moves that giving you a backwards pawn, for example, or a target. And if you don't know how to mate, or don't know your common mating patterns, or which pieces could work together to mate, all that shit, just letting the opponent completely smother and then reacting to that is brilliant chess. And that's what the cow is. But once you get to like my level or well below, as Tyler found out, if you don't play some openings that give you advantages and space, they're going to absolutely suffocate you and take everything you own. So as Hikaru will go on to say in that stream, and we'll quit watching it, That's all it shows me. You know, eventually Tyler will have to quit just spending more or less mindless time, 12 hours a day playing. And to get better, he will have to learn some theory. He will have to study end games. He'll have to do some of the things I've done, attend lectures to improve, understand some long-term strategy, get better at identifying outposts and anticipating when an outpost will become an outpost. All that. And Tyler's not very good at that. I've looked at some of those games. So yeah, I'm like, what is this? And that's going to bring me to one point that I'm going to play some bullet. I think online chess is great. And something I would like to try out because I did not do it this way. I played almost no speed chess until fairly recently. But let's say a person who knows nothing about chess, I wouldn't recommend bullet chess, but plays only blitz for like the first week. Once they learn how the pieces move, taking a few of the chess.com lessons, etc. And they're at least competent enough to play, like, let's say, a 900 level. Then they play blitz for a week. After they play blitz for a week, they play the most sloppy, rushed bullet chess ever known to mankind. It's terrible. It's a joke, but they agree to themselves that if they ever run out of time in a bullet chess battle, they will run around their neighborhood naked. Okay? So all they have to do, even if they lose every bullet game, is just make sure they never flag. And they review every single one of their games. So just try to finish in like 30 seconds. I mean, just make sure you don't run out of time. And then review every game. Through that, I think a person would actually get to the intermediate ranks much faster than with my approach or how I did it, which is at first, I really played very little. I played Rapids, but sometimes I would only do one a week, and I would review it, and I would print it out. And that's deliberate practice. That's the right way to do it now. But at the beginning, I think just to see so many patterns and so many different opening pawn moves even. I mean, you get so much exposure. And when you're starting out, I don't think even a really talented, intelligent person, as a kid, I don't think our brains are ready to process chess or think about it. I think no matter the time control when we're starting, we're mostly just making moves anyway. And we don't have the foundation to understand our mistakes. And if that's the case, why not just rush, get a ton of games in? You know, you're not really getting anything into your long-term memory anyway until you understand the basics of chess and have seen some games to kind of peg what you're learning to. So just play fucking bullet chess over and over and over and over for like a month and review every game. And it still won't be ingrained in your long-term memory per se, what you learn, but you will get just enough pattern recognition and see just enough openings, because the openings, you'll see a lot of the same things. And then I do think that can get your long-term memory. And so opening an early middle game, if you play a bunch of bullet and you see the same things over and over and over, then you will go to rapid and blitz, and those things will happen. And since you aren't understanding what's being played anyway against you, why not just see the same shit over and over? So it's at least in your brain. And then go play longer time controls. Because like what Tyler 1 did, which is 12 hours a day, it's too much. But at the beginning, if you just play bullet that way, it's not that strenuous. And you would get some things accidentally in your brain that matter. I would like to see if it would be a faster progression if someone started playing bullet and then went to rapid, as opposed to what most do, which is they try to learn chess at a slower pace. Then they might go play speed chess later. Well, mad chess scientists just want to use human beings as experiments. So super emotionally stable thing to say. But I mean, yeah. Okay, you want that pawn, don't you? I don't think it matters. Oh, shit. Yeah, now I got triple pawns for my king. That's a problem. But it isn't when you're the more talented player. That was dumbish. Wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. It's not going to be super easy for you to penetrate, though, really. Especially if I can get in there. That's nice. It's nice and helpful. Take with your pawn, idiot. Come on, idiot. That's your name now. It's idiot. Good try. You can have it. Oh, shit. Ah, shit. Man, you had that. You still have it because you're better than him. All right, like that. I mean, that's sloppy. It would be much more sloppy, of course, if I never played bullet chess, and I'm getting better. But just doing that over and over and over and over and over and over again, and then just reviewing lightly, I think would get a lot of the common errors that opponents at whatever level you're at are going to make in your brain, so you're ready when you actually try and increase the time control. And I think
Good job.
being
Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center.
because you could do this.
Moving from its starting spot,
Like
the
you did with
bishop gets
complete
involved in the
joke,
game.
which I'm playing openings that are at least like
You missed an opportunity to add a defender to a.
See, but you would
You
learn
overlooked
things
an
like that,
This is the only move that works.
and you would learn why that was.
This misses an
Now my opponent's
opportunity to
tripled.
capture a free.
And if you didn't know anything
Rushing
about
that
chess,
move.
it sounds silly now me talking.
This overlooks
because
an opportunity to capture
at the
a free
1800
pawn.
level, I should know these things, and I do. But at the beginner level, you don't. And just playing
Black will
a lot
be
of
winning
bullet chess
material.
would be a fabulous.
This
way
captures a free
to
pawn.
get competent quickly, because the reviewing tools chess.com offers are great.
This wins material.
Yeah. See, but
This
it's
leaves a
better.
pawn without defenders.
Yeah, and I'm seeing four.
You missed a
okay.
better way to.
I'm
This
not
is
even-
the only
I'm not
move
even
that
awake
worked.
yet.
You won material by capturing a rook.
Yeah.
The only move, and you found it.
Sure. All right, 1820 is fine. So we do one more here. I'm planning to get to 2,000 in all time controls, and then have another little period of time where I'm very serious about a little bit of practice again. But right now, I don't see any challenges if I just focus until roughly 2,000 in all time controls. Yeah. It's fine. That's poor anticipation. It's piss poor by you, enemy. It's not good. It's quite ugly, actually. Okay, so let's go here for now. So bad. So bad at chess compared to me. Just compared to me, though. It's all right. Your life isn't over. You're just not as good at chess as I am. Maybe one day for you it'll work out. Do you see forks, or are you blind to them? My back rank is good. My time is good. That's why I don't care to give you some of my belongings. As long as I get your king or your time. And I got both. Boom! Lose. Jorge FM. You're not an FM. FM wouldn't be embarrassed like that. You want me to beat you up again? Yeah, sure. We'll look at it later. Jorge wants to keep losing. That's fine. All right, Brazil. Yeah.
Your speed won you the game.
Shut up. Trying to play chess, enemy. You don't want to leave that. Okay. So now you have to go there, probably. Sure. I might have been able to go there first. I don't know, really. I'll watch this. It's going to be fucking beautiful. As I said. Ooh, nice move. Okay, sure. You can lose the game, Jorge. I'll allow it. You can lose the game. Go ahead. Yeah. Good try. Jorge FM. That's a cool profile, though. I like that a lot. That's nice. Looks like a Pokemon. Actually, no, it looks like the Blue Eyes White Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Doesn't it? So many different images and ways to spin the visuals for these creatures. Oh, yeah, that one. Let's compare. Kinda. It's a devious dragon. That's a devious dragon. Yeah, that's an intimidating creature. That was an intimidating creature until I beat you twice in a row very badly. All right, cool. Let's break those down. I am going to quit while I'm ahead. It was a great little stint of chess, and that's how we do it too. Also, most people don't know how to train, especially these days with the world of social media and rush. You got to write it down, take an opening, write it down, play it on a board, slow it down. Learning one thing a day would be way better than doing even what I'm guilty of sometimes because I'm human, which is back to back chess. That's where the internet or online chess can have some drawbacks if you don't use it properly.
Opening with the queen's pawn
brains
controls
in
the
the habit
center
of
and
just
usually
going
leads to a
don't
more
understand
positional development of the pieces. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal.
It didn't matter. See,
The
and
game is
there, another thing.
You are threatening to tactically win a pawn.
Stop, robot. Stop. Another thing. Like, this was not a good move. What are you doing to me? Why must you be so annoying, computer? Okay. So I took my pawn. I would not do that in a real game because, well, in large part, I have double pawns now. I can get my queen active. There's nothing you can do to threaten it in the short term. But a lot of times with bullet chess, I just make up my mind that unless there's a very obvious reason I see quickly, I'm going to recapture with the piece or pawn of lowest material value. Like, let's say I catch with my queen, but it takes me 2 seconds to consider that and say, it's okay. I can move my queen early. It's fine. Okay. Is the whatever? What does that say? Okay. Less than half a point material that would have saved me because now my queen's active. There's no way to threaten it. I got some coverage. I can do some things. Is that better? But then I'm at like 44 seconds, or would it be better to save the 2 seconds? I've already decided I'm capturing everything with my pawns. I got double pawns. They're not bad double pawns. I could fix it. The 2 seconds is more valuable. That's my point. Bet Jorge, who might have laughed at my approaches to speed chess prior, wouldn't be laughing now. Because I am. See, in there, I'm always anticipating +2. Pretty much, no matter the time control, until it gets real complicated and or I'm playing a stronger player, OTB, I'm always, no matter how winning or how lost, I'm always looking +2. And how do you not? Because you got to understand your weaknesses. That's a weakness. What's about to be revealed? My rook to your pawn. Bye-bye. That's not a VIP, but it's a P you want to have at your party. It's not a very important pawn. You could have the party without that pawn. But it won't be as fun. It'll be a much less fun party. How was that move? That's just a complete reaction. And it was good. Yeah. See, because I'm already thinking here. I'm already thinking. As soon as I got that pawn, my bullet chess mind immediately and this is where I'm optimistic about my chess. Every time control, all about everything. I'm going to be a good chess player. Is just like in the real world of work, all you got to do these days is be a little bit better than the average person, which most people don't give a shit. They're okay with average in life. They're going to have regrets on their deathbed. That's not my problem. They can live with that. But as soon as I got that pawn, as I'm like, if this queen gets anywhere where I can try to make a trade, at least make you think about how to decline my trade as soon as I can, I'd love to have the queens off the board because now I have the pawn. Your king's not that safe. Your bishop's kind of shitty in a weird way. At least you're going to have to think about how to maneuver it around or get one of my pawns to make it have some scope. It's not threatening anything that matters. I don't want this pawn to move. I have ways to defend this pawn. You got to be smart with your queen attacking alone. So the bishop's not that good. How can I get the queens off? And then you made it easy on me. Now I really want the queens off. And how can I do that? Well, let's start dancing my queen around. And then you made it real easy on me. And now I'm sure I'm going to get the queens off somehow. Although apparently I allowed queen takes b2. But either way, then my knight would have came up. And you would have had to burn some time because I was going to get my pieces real involved. But now the queens are getting off the board. Somehow, some way. It makes me very happy. And did I execute it flawlessly? No, the enemy actually helped me a lot getting the queens off the board. As you saw, that would have kind of hurt me to take that pawn. Would have been challenging. But I'm thinking about things. And some of it, yeah, I've taken some classes in St. Louis. Some of it, yeah, I've taken a lot of chess.com lectures and done a lot of puzzles. But a lot of it is just common sense. Why, when I'm up, would I want the queens to be on the board where more stuff can happen? Now we're looking for forks. I found a fork. We're eliminating pieces. Enemy actually played that fine in a time crunch. But especially in bullet chess, knight forks are tough to consider, and often they lead to lost rooks that shouldn't be lost. Okay, so let's get a glimpse of this one. Then I'm going to maybe do a puzzle, but probably not. Log off because I'm pretty tired. I might log back on later. I have one viewer. Identify yourself. I'd like to play some subscribers.
Way to turn the game around by exploiting your opponent's position.
Okay.
Way to turn the game around. The English is a more patient opening. You further develop your pieces by moving the knight. This allows the opponent to eventually win a pawn.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, duh. Why am I not doing that? Because again, I'm trying to oversimplify. I'm looking very first at taking with my piece of lesser value, and that doesn't work. The knight doesn't work, but the queen does work. Bullet chess is hard.
Nice. You ignored an opportunity
and I got
to
two
tactically. This permits the opponent to eventually win a bishop.
There and there, but you found the correct move, which is pretty easy to find, actually.
This wins a pawn.
So, because I was thinking as soon as I made that move,
This allows the opponent to win a pawn through an eventual fork.
You guys know where my queen can go this good is there. It's there, then you have the checks. And in bullet chess, another idea that's certainly not best practice because you're just wasting a move, getting your king extra safe when it doesn't need to be yet. Just slide the king over. It's really freaking annoying until you get to better players like above my level in bullet chess. Because a lot of times, in large part, nothing with the queen works because you have a check. So either way, I'm going to have to use my queen to take. I can't do anything. But if I'm here, now, in this instance, I still don't really have options. But if I'm there and there is no check with takes, it's just one more thing your opponent has to not only think about, but it's one less way you can just mindlessly play chess and trade pieces if the king is out of check range.
This wins a pawn. Nice find. This move choice loses a knight.
Yeah, but I knew I was winning anyway. Yeah, but I get your bishop, right?
This kicks the checking queen away with a pawn.
Okay. Queen h4, queen e5. Is it that much worse, though? Why? Why? Because you can then, okay. Well, in that bedroom. Oh, because I see. That's what I'm see, and I got to see that, and even in hyperbole, and even in like 30 seconds or less, I got to see that. That's unacceptable. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna stop. And if my one viewer would like to play me, hi viewer, identify yourself, please. Would you like to play chess with me? I usually go live at 7 p.m. and I've been getting some people to play chess with me at that time, but this early and later, it's usually just one or two. Okay. Who are you? How do I see that? I'll give you a heart. Will you play chess with me for a heart? Do I have a... How about a party? I'll throw you a party. I have 2 viewers. Somebody play chess with me. Otherwise, I'm logging off. I don't have the energy to play Rapid right now. I need to wake up a little bit. I might come back later and play Rapid. Oh. And I'm not a complete bum, by the way. I drive Uber at night. Like, usually end of the morning and sometimes till sunrise, so I sleep during the day. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right, we're going to play one song because I have 2 viewers and I want someone to play chess with me. Ooh, I've got one too. I've got one. I don't know if I want to do it on piano or not. It's probably that I don't even know anymore. I don't remember my password to this. Is that it? No. Nobody's. There's one for your walk. Did you go to dinner? Get it all? I'm not a robot. As long as you love me. La 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 love me. As long as you love la 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 love me. What the? Okay. Really? Okay. How about now? Would you log in for me, please? How about it? Okay. Love me. Hold on, I told you. I don't know if this makes sense, but hallelujah. The time, place, not each day. I'll run it 120 times. It's honky. 3 flats. It should be. Woo! Somebody challenge me. What's up? Viewers. Counts.
Trying to fit in, get to smile on your face, not responding. We both know it's a cool while, but I will take my chance on you. As long as you love me, you could be happy, you could be happy, you could be happy, I'll be happy. Would you never see another day for you to try? I'll be a holder. You could be my destiny's child on the sky. Fast, don't cry. Wait on me, no wings to fly. Just take my hand. As long as you love me. As you love me.
Makes sense, but hallelujah. It's time to play, so I'm not there. Video game.
As long as you love me, you could be helping me, make it right. As long as you love me, I'll be your partner, I'll be your sofa, and I'll be your love. As long as you love me. Love me.
This is amazing, actually. Really. Bieber. I forget whose show it was on. This is good. It's really freaking good. This is short, probably. Oh, that's it. This is amazing. This is amazing.
As long as you love me. Yeah, yeah. As long as you love me.
What up, Max? Let's play some chess, buddy. Let's listen to Beebs and then we'll play some chess, all right? Challenge you in a second.
Keep it together. Smile on your face, even though your heart is frowning. But hey now, you know, girl, we both know it's a cruel world, but I will take my chances. As long as you
Well,
love
at
me,
the end of
we
this,
could be
or-
starving, we could be homeless.
I texted one of my friends who is a very elite guitarist. He probably could have been professional if he wanted to. I said, Weston, if you could wake up tomorrow morning and sing like this, if you forgot how to play guitar, would you do it? You'd have to relearn guitar from scratch. But you could sing like Justin Bieber. Tomorrow morning when you wake up, I'm a wish granted genie. He said no, and I would.
I'll be your
I would take that deal. You can't teach this shit. This is a gift. It was well developed.
Yeah, I'll be your hover. You could be my destiny's child on a scene, girl. But don't stress and don't cry. We don't need no wings to fly.
I don't actually mean this.
Just
Listen to him sing too long, it'll make you gay.
Woo! As long as you love me, we could be starving, we could be homeless, we could be broke. As long as you love me, I'll be your platinum, I'll be your silver, and I'll be your gold. As long as you love, la 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 la.
We start slow, yeah. I was trying to like go high and then a little higher. We start slow. I actually don't really know what the original version of the song sounds like. I'm assuming he's not deviating too much. Oh man, this is nice.
I don't know if this makes sense, but my hallelujah. Give me a time and place and I'll rendezvous and I'll fly you to and I'll beat you there. Girl, you know that I got you and us. Trust, a couple days I can't spell without you. Know we on top of the world, cause that's just how we do. Used to tell me sky's the limit, now the sky's a point of view. Now we stepping out like woo. Cameras point and shoot. Ask me what's my best side. I stand back and point and shoot. You, the one that I argue with, feel like I need a new girl to be born on here, but the grass ain't always been on the other side. Screw where you are, and so I know we got issues, baby. True. But I'd rather work on this with you than to go ahead and start with someone. As long as you love me, we could be homeless.
Now this right here, Max, and then I got
as long as you love me, I'll be your platinum, I'll be your silver, and I'll be your gold.
And I wonder if he had vocal training before I should discover him. Because you gotta have a combination of God gives gifts. Oh man. He's really good.
As long as you love me.
I could wake up tomorrow and sing like
Mute
that.
the next night shift at your worst
I would
nighttime
take it and
symptoms.
then relearn guitar. That's just me. Okay, Max, let's do it, bud. I like the title. I'm a pro. Need some chess lessons up in here. I'm building a chess army. Do you want to be one of my commanders? We're doing blitz, Max. Would you like to? You can be the commander of one of the wings of my chess army. We'll even call it our chess army. Yeah, I don't mess with rapid unless I'm really, really prepared and rested anymore. It's a problem for me. So let's do it, Max.
As long as you love me, we're under pressure. 7 billion people, you know what? Trying to fit in. Keep it together. Smile on your face, even though your heart is frowning. But hey now, you know, girl, we both know it's a cruel world, but I will take my chances. As long as you love me, we could be starving, we could be homeless, and we could be broke. As long as you love me, I'll be your platinum, I'll be your silver, and I'll be your gold. As long as you la 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 la.
Take my knight. Okay. Ooh. Max. Hey now, Max. Let's get tactical, Max. Get tactical with me. Let's go. I believe in you. That's a good move. That's a real good move. Really nice. Really nice job. Surely I can defend that, right? No? I can counterattack. You're going off. That was a good idea, though. I didn't see that. Nice job. Nice thinking. More important. We can improve the chess, but the thought process is there. Well done, Max. I did not pay them. Yeah, you are. But we can fix that again. Don't worry about it. Well, I like the fight in you. I'm a big fan of the fight in you. Yeah, you got to try. Great attitude. Super Grandmaster, American phenom, and self-proclaimed future world champion Hans Niemann gave an interview at the St. Louis Chess Club during the U.S. Chess Champs. Which one? The one I made? Talking about how we should always try. If we have a dream, we should try. And you're trying, Max. King G7. I'm making exceptions to the rules, Max. It's part of chess. We'll get there. Once you're commanding the west wing of my chess army, you'll be making exceptions properly, too. We're going to take over the fucking world like Alexander the Great, Max. We're going to fight streamers much stronger than me. My A-pawn is funny. Does it tell good jokes? It's really just lonely. What's its best joke? What's the A-pawn's best joke? Or does it only tell it to the B-pawn? They keep secrets like it's isolated. It's an isolated pawn, Max. Just be yourself. Yeah, that's a good joke. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna eat it now. I was hungry. My sandwich didn't fill me up. No, I don't have anything. Yeah, I won't usually tell you. Don't get used to that. Just like my sweet granny. She's a chess prodigy now, but it's only because I didn't help her ever. I made her think for everything. Every question she had. No, I didn't tell her the answers, even though it was hard and a form of torture. My granny then began thinking for herself and developing her own systems for remembering things. But I had to I had to lightly torture my granny. Good game to you too. Would you like to analyze this one, Max, or play another one, or both? And if I was able to mentally torture my granny, don't worry. I won't feel any sympathy or show any emotion on my face while torturing your mind. It's all. Let's do it. It's all so you can eventually again be a force to be reckoned with in the world of sub battles and lead one of the wings of my chess army. And in part, it's selfish. I mean, I'm not that well. Actually, I mean, okay, Max. I'm going to take your bishop because of tough love. Okay, you acknowledged it. Yeah, you did. Next time, I'm going to punish you for it. That's right. Now beat me. No question mark, period. You saw it. Be confident in it. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Yes, damn right you won't. Great job. No general. Not no more. Hey, don't even say no more. It's just a reminder that you once blundered. Okay, now here's the sequence. It's really going to matter, Max. Don't let me get a piece from you. Don't let me get that knight. You defend that knight. And watch my dark square bishop coming in, because you're probably going to want it. Yes, but Max, think 2 moves ahead. Always think of 2 moves ahead. All right, Max, if you can tell me what move I should make here, I will still beat you, but I will much more quickly promote you up the ranks of my chess army. Why bishop c7, Max? Why bishop c7? Why? Great job. Why? But what else does it attack? It does make it move. But there's an even greater reason. The queen, Max. Great job. Is attacking 2 pieces, which is a fork. Fantastic job supporting my rook. Great job, Max. That's the first step. Do you have this idea? It's interesting. The short answer is no. But that was probably maybe the best move. Be careful, Max. Now, had you taken with the bishop, then yes, that idea works. Max, you see, but you're thinking though, and you're seeing it. You just got to get more comfortable anticipating and confident in making the moves. I'm proud of you, Max. I'm very proud of you. I'm uber proud of you. You did, but it's speed chess. I really believe in a longer time control. You would see all the things because you are seeing them. You're just a little bit late. A little bit late. What's weak right now, Max? What about your situation is weak? And also, why can't you take that pawn that you're about to take? Back rank, very good. That's the first thing. Great job. That can't be the best move. I'm low on time. Great job. You're going to beat me. That boy. Very good. Queen g5 check. No, because I would lose my queen, so I can't do that really. What I can do is this. Yeah, well, I misunderstood what you said. Sorry. You could have definitely made me lose the queen though. Oh, shoot. No, you're fine. Oh, no. Great job, Max. Great job. Attaboy. I did miss the checkmate. Very well done by you. All right, let's play one more. And then we're going to look at how you could have messed me up earlier. Oh, shoot. I'm playing someone else. I hit new game. Sorry about that, Max. Let me beat this guy, and then we'll play our third and decisive battle in our friendly rivalry. Screw it. Yeah. No, it's relaxed, babe. Your game. you're in time trouble. You get my night, man. It's fine. Don't think much of it. Okay. Dayton sucks burgers rule. Greetings. Dayton, stop talking like you can play also Burger Boy Run. Something I did before I fell asleep at night. Yeah, that is not your name. Dayton sucks burgers rule. That'd be hilarious though. That better not be your fucking name. That is actually your name. It would appear that is your name. All right, let's see what you got. Dayton sucks burgers rule. Oh man, that's funny. All right, do you know how to play chess, man? Let me play him real quick, Max. Oh, you son of a bitch! Why do I do this to myself?
White found it. Opening with the king's pawn controls the center, and out comes the knight and into the battle. This permits the opponent. This ignores an opportunity to force the loss of castling rights.
You took a free piece. Good job. 1 second, Max. Wow. What am I doing with my life? Okay, fine. Fine. One second, Max. Where you at, Dayton Sucks Burgers Rule? Let's go. Music Biz Marty. Music Biz Marty. Where you at, man? Who are you? Okay, you actually have some subscribers. This looks like a Burger Boy knockoff. Looks like some Burger Boy is shit. Okay. All right, you're going to miss your chance. I tried. Dayton Sucks Burgers Rule, man. When I thought I had no life. All right. That's got to be Burger Boy. Send a 1 minute link. I'm not sending a 1 minute link. 3 minutes. You get one more challenge, or you're done. Actually, fuck you. You get nothing. Max is nice to me. I think you're Burger Boy. You just understand I'm onto your little mind games when you sign in under your Burger Boy alias. So you're trying something new. Not falling for it. Okay. All right, Max. 1. You're sad? What'd I miss? No, because you could have escaped with check, Max. You can check your way out of that. So I didn't miss it. It's not late. It was never there. You're going to command my army. I'm going to need you to not say inaccurate things. Makes your commander-in-chief look bad. Think +2, +2, +2, +2. No, Max. Don't do that. Because you're horsey. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Except for it's not. It's not fine, Max. Bad problems for you, man. No, you're not. You're not actually. Oh, I mean, it could be worse. But yeah, it's not good for you. Not good for you one bit. No, you don't. Max, hey, just calm down. Let's play some chess, and we'll talk about it after. Just focus on your chess. Max. No, you're in a losing position. That's where you're at the moment with your life. It's not all good. Losing is not acceptable in this chess army, especially if you're going to lead it. Don't talk like that. At least you're having fun. To each their own. Sure. As long as you're having fun. That's all that matters, right? Yeah, there surely was a better way to do this. All right, let's look at that, Max. You talk a lot while you're playing, more than me, and I'm streaming. The only reason I talk at all while I'm playing is because I'm not good enough to make a living playing, so I have to stream. Are you Burger Boy though, for real? That's just that's a Burger Boyish thing to do, is to heckle me and then not accept my challenge. Fear.
You saw your chance for the win with a nice tag.
No music is Marty / Burger Boy. The thing is, chess engines exist. You could cheat. It's the only way an inferior mind like yours could keep up with my superior talent. And I'm not going to let my rating drop because even an incompetent chess-playing human could cheat, Burger Boy. No, you're not Burger Boy, Max. Music Biz Marty, I think, is Burger Boy. It's an accusation. There's probably cause to believe so. Okay, Max. So what I was saying here, as we prepare you to lead one of the wings of my chess army, is come on now, let's go. So as you mentioned, you're looking in the correct places. I do not have that fork until my king is castled. Because if I fork, what happens, Max? Yeah, I'm forking. How can you avoid that though, right? You're 3-0 against 500s, bro. You have one game to your name. You have one game, Music Biz Marty account. So I don't know how you play. You don't even know how you play. You don't know how to play chess. 3-0 now. Okay, beat up on those 500s. Let me know when you're 2,000. I'll beat the shit out of you. All right, Max. Yeah. Rookie 1. Very good, Max. Let me build my star here. Music Biz Marty. Max is the project at the moment. Yeah, so the reason, as Max was mentioning during the game, that I don't actually have a fork is you can check your way out of it. And then not only do you check, I believe I lose my castling rights probably. I mean, I don't have to, I guess, but I could lose. It's not pleasant. So that knight fork is not really a knight fork. Great job. And now, yeah, it looks great. Looks great. Now what we got to consider. Okay, apparently knight takes d4 is better. Bishop takes f3 is not good because after g takes, okay, I did what I did, so I'm going to kick that bishop one way or another. Rook takes on f2, and then f takes on g5, and you're totally fine had you played it that way. That's true. So I didn't think hard enough in that situation. That's brilliant. Yeah, now once I get back there, Max, you got to really take your time, because though you want to save time, if you are in that mess, it really doesn't matter. So take your time. Queen takes on d4 mate, yeah. Which I believe you saw that, Max, during the game. Great job. Okay. Now, Max, let's look at our other game here. Let's look at the one you beat me in. And I will never allow you to recover from a mistake, especially when it's due to factors you can control. If it's a knowledge mistake, like you just haven't seen it or you don't know, I'd love to explain. If I don't know, I'll Google, I'll find you the answer, Max. We'll find it together. As you will again lead one of the wings of my chess army one day, and I'm ready. I'm excited to see what you do in the world of chess. Yeah, if you can do it at 12 years old, we'll get you somewhere. Maybe not to a grandmaster, but yeah, bro's a grandmaster at age 12. So I don't want your excuses. Okay, now sure. Oh, come on. Why is it freezing up on me? Okay, yeah, so you hung your bishop, of course. Yeah, don't do that. Plethora of moves you have at your disposal. Do not do that, silliness. I mean, just defend your bishop, man. Now, I will never do that again. But I wanted to fight the game out. And now I'm done making mistakes. And then you did beat me. Now, considering my poor play in the end game, you could have beat me worse. So I'm supposed to just take on b6, right? Yeah, and then take the bishop. Instead, I took the rook. It was a test. You failed it. Okay. Rook b1. Now you're winning. And here's what I was saying, Max. Is if that, I don't know what you said in chat, but g takes on h6. Wherever you said that at, man. I don't know what you said exactly, or when you said it. But what I was saying, Max, is if that happens now, I have to accept giving my queen away for only 2 of your pieces, because I can no longer escape with check, is what I was saying. But instead, you played a better approach. I'm going to give away my rook, and now my queen can't escape this situation, and we're totally fine suddenly. And then what? I ran out of time, right? Yeah. But good job overall. Sorry, just destroyed the guy who destroyed you. Are you even a sub, man? Are you a subscriber to my channel? If not, could you just get the fuck out of my life? You're in timeout. Ooh, I like the power. I like the power. You're in timeout. Timeout duration, 24 hours. Bye. Woo! That feels good. It's a great equalizer. Man, I got mad at a few who banned me. One time, I believe it was the Botez sisters. There were some people hitting on them in stream, and I offered to teach Andrea Botez piano in exchange for chess lessons and her sister's hand in marriage, and I got banned for it. So now I don't love Alex anymore, which most of it was just an infatuation due to being locked inside, having no access to people, and she's pretty good at chess. She taught me a lot. So I don't love her because of her looks or anything other than she was just the first female chess streamer I saw when we were trapped inside. But I got blocked for that shit, for hitting on a woman who was already getting hit on in much more disrespectful ways. And I offered to help her family. I still got put in timeout. So now I don't love her. I don't subscribe to her, I don't think, anymore. I definitely don't follow her on Twitch. And but now I do kind of see the appeal. They're just banning people because we can. That felt really good. Man made a new account. All right, Max. Hey, Max, you want to join later, man? You free later tonight? You free later this evening? Wait, you're on timeout, right? Dayton knows he can't. Yeah, I'm scared of you. It's because you're fucking crazy. Music Biz Marty down. Oh, you did? Well, that's a great way to get more people on my stream and more subscribers. If I Music Biz Marty down under. You're funny. So if I put this one on timeout, let's see if he'll do it. Music Biz Marty, okay, formerly known as Music Biz Marty account. Currently known as Music Biz Marty down under. If I put this one in timeout too, are you going to create a third? Let's find out. You're on timeout as well, friend. 24 hours. Let's see. You have 30 seconds. Otherwise, I'm logging off. Watch him pop back up out of nowhere. That's the scary thing about the internet, by the way. Restraining orders are effective tools. But in the world of the internet, restraining orders are completely ineffective because you simply create another account and continue right on heckling. I don't know. What time zone are you in? Well, hello, Music Biz Marty. It's like whack-a-mole. Get out of my life. There's another one. All right. Come on back. It's 7, so you're on Central Time? Man, I don't know. Probably like 10 p.m. Can you do 10 p.m.? Oh. I'm tired as shit. All right. How about just tomorrow? Tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'll be on. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. You can do 9 p.m. That's interesting. All right, I'll be back on. Yeah, we'll do tomorrow. I'll be back on at 9 p.m. also. I'll be back on at 9 tonight. If you're not there at 9 p.m. sharp, though, I'm logging off. All right, Max? Music Biz Marty is back, aren't you? I'll be there on all of your accounts. Burger Boy beats you once again. We're not competing. The only reason you exist is I gave you a shout out, Burger Boy. Are you sitting in your mom's basement? Creepy bastard. All right, I got to go mentally recover because Burger Boy's creating various accounts to torture my mind. I beat your student who beat you. You're an idiot. All right, I'll be back.